Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to WCUA's coverage of Catholic University Ice Hockey. Alongside my partner, Jackson Dininger, I'm Giuliano Luca. Happy to be with you today as your Cardinals are set to face off against the Penn State Nittany Lions. Live from Iceworks in Aston, Pennsylvania, the East Coast Showdown continues today with a marquee matchup.
Penn State enters this game with a 1-3 record, most recently losing to Indiana University of Pennsylvania 3-1 on October 25th. Number 11, Will Arsenault, tied the game for Penn State at 1 before Indiana University scored the winning goal late in the second and entrance goal late in the third to win 3-1. Number 32, Michael Nicolucci, picked up the loss in net, making 29 saves on 32 shots in the process. So far this season, number 9, Jake Suwan, leads Penn State in points with 4 points in 4 games, 3 goals, 1 assist. In the tournament so far, Penn State has a record of 0-1, losing to Rowan yesterday 6-4.
Catholic, big winners yesterday, 11-5 against Gettysburg. Caden Van picked up the win in net. Maybe had a slow start to his career, let in the first shot he faced as a starting goalie, but locked in afterwards. He had a great second half of the game. Pretty much ever since the goal, he was pretty much ready from the he was ready. It just took him a second to face that first shot, and sometimes when you do as a goalie, it gets you ready and psyched up, and that's all it needed from him to get the mojo going. He had a great game the rest of the way. Cardinals won 11-5. Frankie Merja, another hat trick. That's his second on the season. Jackson Schwarzwalder, another hat trick as well. I believe that's his first, though, this season. Matthew McQueenie scored. Connor Desjardins scored. Cole Mulcahy scored. Owen Finnegan scored. And Brendan Johnson scored for the Cardinals. Big winners against Gettysburg last night, trying to make it another win this afternoon.
Your Chick-fil-A starting goaltender today is number 30, David Zapp, the native Andover, New Jersey. So far in the senior season, Zapp has posted a 4-0 record alongside a 2.5 goals against and a .924 save percentage. Zapp has been getting better as the season has progressed, playing what some are saying was the best game of his career last Saturday on Washington Ice Dogs Day.
Yeah, Zapp had a great game that night, and he looks to keep it going this afternoon. In net for the Nittany Lions is number 30, Kai Peruski, the native of Somerset, Pennsylvania, and a graduate of Somerset Area High School last spring. So far as a freshman, he's only started it against Rowan, losing 6-3. He owns a goals against of 6 and a save percentage of .850, and he looks for a strong game this afternoon against the Catholic Cardinals. Got about a minute or 2 minutes left in warm-ups. Catholic, first ever game against Penn State main campus. It's the inaugural season for the D3 club team at University Park. So, you know, there's a bunch of other teams. Catholic played Penn State Harrisburg a couple of years ago, but that's not the same team, obviously. They're here at the tournament. There's, I think, 4 different Penn States here at this tournament. You got Altoona, Harrisburg, Berks County, which is about an hour from here. I think Reading's about an hour from here, hour west-ish. And then you have the main campus who is here as well. So good to see them joining the tournament. If you're wondering, was it supposed to be Bloomsburg today? Catholic was supposed to play Bloomsburg up until, I think, earlier this week when Bloomsburg dropped out and another Penn State wanted to join the fun. So they're here today to face off against the Catholic Cardinals. So it should be a fun game today. I think the question people were asking was like, where's Gavin McKenna? Well, he's not here today. He's had a big game last night, I believe, for Penn State up in University Park. So he's not here today, obviously, with Division I. So people were asking me that question. Just had to answer it. So he's not here. Would have been cool, though.
Thankful for us, probably.
would have been cool either way. But, yeah, he's not here today. Obviously, different endeavors, of course, that he's partaking in. But yet 40 seconds left in warm-ups. Catholic is the designated home team today, so they're in white, and it's Penn State in their blue uniforms this afternoon. It should be a fun one. Catholic and Penn State, yeah. Penn State, pretty cool just to get to be able to say that. I mean, not every day when you're a Division III school and you get to play a quote-unquote Division I school.
Right.
Pretty cool stuff.
A big state school at that, too.
Yeah, biggest school in Pennsylvania. It's not uncommon, you know, I'm from outside the area here. It's not uncommon to have a lot of kids I knew that graduated went to Penn State. So pretty cool. Get to see the main campus here in action. Warm-ups just about finished as you'll hear the buzzer sound. If you weren't with us yesterday evening, there's a couple different tournament rules. We'll have one ice cut after the second period, so won't be one after the first period, just after the second. They're trying to keep the games in the 2-hour time slot for that because that's why they are doing that. And if we go to overtime, it'll be 4-on-4 instead of a 3-on-3. So a little bit of an older overtime format, but that's what the tournament is running here out of Aston, Pennsylvania. And yeah, Catholic looking to go 2-0 to start the tournament. Penn State tomorrow, they'll play Columbia at 11:15 in the morning. They are currently playing Gettysburg on rink 3, so the rink next to us. And last I checked, they were beating Gettysburg 11-0.
Wow.
So Columbia definitely showing that they could be the winners of the tournament. They're one of the stronger teams here. Other games today in the men's division or men's group, you have Kutztown playing Penn State Altoona, Columbia playing Gettysburg going on now, Ramapo playing Alvernia later today. Rowan will play St. John Fisher at 3:45. Catholic, Penn State, Maine going on here. And then after our game, we'll have Penn State, Berks County play Shippensburg. So a lot of marquee matchups today. Catholic taking in part of one this afternoon. Well, the starting 5 for the Catholic Cardinals today, Cole Mulcahy, we'll have to wait and see. A couple players still heading off the ice with the puck bag. But Cole Mulcahy, Joey Henry, Jackson Shoreswater, Will Brunner, and Frankie Merja. So the same starting 5 that the Cardinals trotted out yesterday evening.
Good to see Cole out there. He's a little bit of a game time decision, so hopefully he can stick it out.
Yeah, he's battling a bit of a leg injury perhaps, but he took part in warm-ups and felt okay enough to play, so we'll see how that impacts him in the early going. Puck drop just about underway here. Will Brunner in to take the draw against Brady Sassano of Penn State. Brunner versus Sassano. Brunner back in the lineup after taking a nasty hit from behind yesterday. Had to take some stitches as well. Now they're kicking out Sassano, and they're bringing in Evan Reeser to take the draw. Quick shot by Merja, and the save made by Peruski. Bodied into the corner. The puck came free. Trying to clear it out was Catholic, or Penn State, excuse me. Loose back behind the goal line. Centered in front to Merja. The shot that just went wide of the cage. Good look in front. Now, battling for it again. Puck loose in the slot. Not cleared out. Penn State overskated it, as did Catholic. Now it's moved out in the neutral zone. Here comes Penn State down the left side wing with speed. A long shot in on David Zapp. Goes behind him. Picked up by Penn State. Looking to center in front. And Merja now outletting and trying to find Shoreswater, but the pass was off the mark again. Cleared back behind the cage by Penn State into the zone. They're going to go for a change here. Cole Mulcahy looks and starts up. Mulcahy with time and space. And intercepted by the pass by Penn State. They're into the high slot. They drop it off to the winger. Back into the high slot again. Oh, a big hit by Mulcahy. He picks up the puck as well and will look to clear the zone. Heads up play. Finding Finnegan. It's going to touch the goaltender here, and he'll hold on for a save. We're going over the injury report for the Cardinals. It's starting to stack up even more. Greg Malibabas is out today. Cole Mulcahy is in. He was questionable. He's playing today. Will Brunner, questionable as well. He's in. Jackson Deininger joining me today as he is injured as well. He'll be out for at least another month. Nolan Scott out as well. Blake Simonson out for the season with a rather unfortunate ACL tear. So the Cardinals really banged up, but going to do their best today in the tournament. Did a good job yesterday as well, so they'll look to continue it as the Cardinals are looking for possession in the offensive zone. Back behind the net, the Nittany Lions control. They'll move it out towards the right side. McQueenie meets him and keeps the puck alive. Down at the left side wing. Trying to find him in front was Finnegan, and it was Desjardins looking for his second goal of the tournament, but he couldn't get it to go as the pass was knocked away. Johnson gains the red line. Penn State wanted the icing call as he was a little bit behind it, but the referee waves it off and play will continue. Open puck through the middle. It's loose and gathered into the offensive zone by Penn State. The cross-corner dump in, picked up by the Nittany Lions. Tried to force it towards the cage. It was knocked away. Johnson will get to it and clear it into the safety netting, so we'll have a defensive zone draw for the Cardinals.
And so far, so good for the Catholic Cardinals, playing back and forth, looking some good opportunities for both teams, and hopefully they can finish one early.
We'll see. Catholic with one shot on goal, rather a soft shot. It was more of just a dump in that went towards the goaltender, Peruski, but he made the save and did it rather calmly too. So Johnson going back behind the net looking for Selwyn, and that was intercepted, but really out of the high danger area. Now at the point again, Penn State whiffs on the one-timer, and Merger tries to regain possession, but the Nittany Lions do, and it's tossed back behind the cage where the Cardinals will control. Outlet pass to Shoreswater. Puck was in his feet. He kicks it to his skate, gets around one, and Shoreswater's moving well down the right side wing. Shoreswater shoots the puck, and the save made by Peruski. He'll glove it down. So Cardinals 2 shots on goal in the early going. Penn State no shots on goal so far. Having trouble finding that puck and completing a few passes here. Cardinals on the attack early. Shoreswater a long feed. It's going to roll over to the goalie who'd redirected it to the corner with the pad save. Frankie Merja battling it. Sticks came up, and Merja lost his footing here, and Penn State will gather the puck and move out through the left side. In on goal. They gain the line around one. Nice backhander play into the high slot. Puck was bouncing around for a moment. The pass is off the mark. It allows Henry to regain possession of it. Henry to Mulcahy. Looks over his options and looks for the high flip, but intercepted in the bad spot. The shot on David Zapp. The glove save made. He couldn't cover it, though, and Penn State will regain possession as it's gathered back behind the net, but taken back by the Cardinals. Mulcahy over to Frankie Merja. It was intercepted by Penn State again, and they're back behind the net, looking to bank it in front. But Henry will regain possession and backhand it out the right-hand side. McQueenie overskated the puck for a moment, though. Now he gets it, but he can't clear. Left side point. Penn State, they walk it in. They wait. They fire the shot. It's blocked away. A one-timer from the high slot was deflected just wide of the cage. Rolls out to the face without another shot. Deflects off the stick and in. Penn State takes the 1-0 lead early in this one. Jacob Warner, first goal of the season. And Penn State in front.
Unfortunate bouts there, but Catholic Cardinals definitely shooting themselves in the foot with those turnovers. They've got to clean things up in the defensive zone.
Yeah, the Cardinals, that's I believe a save you'd want David Zapp to have. It may have deflected off a defender in front. That's what the bounce looked like. I couldn't tell if it was off his glove or off his...
I think it was off foot or skate.
One of the two.
That was pretty tough.
Like you mentioned, the Cardinals couldn't clear the zone. McQueenie had a good chance to clear, but couldn't get his stick fully on it and not hard enough out of the zone. So Penn State, with their second shot of the afternoon, make it 1-0. McQueenie now dumps it towards the cage. Peruski will leave it for his defense. Out of the right side wing, Penn State picking it up and trying to gather it and moving well through center. Here they come. 2-on-1 for the Nittany Lions. The shot taken on David Zapp, and he'll glove this one down with no rebound.
So important as a goalie, not just making the save, but also controlling the rebound, right?
No, that's a big save. If the rebound's there, you got another player crashing the net on the left side wing. It's a tough save for David Zapp to make. Draw coming up to the left of David Zapp. It's won by the Cardinals off a tie-up, and Selwyn will play it to the safety back behind the net. Combs will get enough of it and clear it out through center. Weidenkampf going for the check, but couldn't get the puck, though. Here comes the Nittany Lions moving well across the blue line, setting up shop around one as they wait. Center it in front. It was off the mark. Goes back to the face-off dot. The Nittany Lions with possession. Back behind the net. Wrapping it in front. Falling down the backhander shot. Big save from Zapp. Rebound still loose. It's still loose. Not whistled down. And now David Zapp has jumped on it for a save.
Good play from Zapps once again. Not letting any rebounds.
And no rebound from David Zapp. He wasn't able to cover the first one, but the second one he was able to jump on top of for a good save. So Penn State, Catholic looked good in the first couple of minutes here, but now they look a little tired, and Penn State has given Catholic some trouble. Here's a shot off the draw that was blocked off Luke Weidenkampf's shin pad and cleared out of the zone. Penn State in the neutral zone. Nice feed to go across. They got it indirectly if it hit off the boards, and still on sides is Penn State. Down the right side wing. Luke Weidenkampf tried to clear the zone. It goes back to the point where Penn State will control. They wait. They fire the shot. And it gets deflected up over the net. Mulcahy at the left side trying to find Weidenkampf. The puck was in his feet. He got it, though, and Conley will flip this one into the zone. Chasing after it, Connor Combs missed the check, and Penn State will go away from him, skate away from him, and move out through the left side. Henry gets the loose puck, tries to clear, and he was able to get it to Desjardins as Penn State also overskated the puck. Luckily for Catholic, they are able to get it finally in the neutral zone. Here comes Merja now. He's been red hot this season. He lost the puck doing so, trying to push it further into the zone. Mulcahy gets to it. Shoreswater off his stick. It's dumped deep. Penn State back behind their net. trying to move out. Good forechecking from Merja will cause the Penn State to shield from behind their net and now come out through the right side. Trying to backhand it up the wall. Pass was rather poor, so Catholic gets the loose puck, and they'll take it back to their defense in the neutral zone, or excuse me, the defensive zone, and float it out through the neutral zone. Going for a change, Penn State. Henry now, not over the red line, but he flipped it towards center. Loose puck almost picked up for a break by Shoreswater, but Penn State recollects. They'll drop off the puck at the line, but they're offsides with 13:48 remaining here in the first.
Penn State definitely controlling the pace of the play right now. Every time Catholic gets the puck, it's just getting the pucks deep and going for a change. Not many opportunities coming lately.
No, not much for Catholic so far in this game. Like we mentioned, they had the 2 shots early, but neither were really a strong shot. Is off the draw. Falling was the player for Penn State, but he still got the shot off just wide of the net. Penn State now with possession at the right side point. Now back down low at the right side faceoff dot. Brought out towards the point at the right side. They'll take the shot on David Zapp. Save made, rebound loose, and still back out towards the point. Penn State smelling the open cage perhaps, but they couldn't get the puck towards the net. Finnegan now bodied along the wall and now floated out through center to McQueenie. He has his head up and he's able to dump this one into the zone where Brunner will chase after it. Brunner got a whistle here, a penalty on Penn State behind the play. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
Man into the box. That was rather behind the play. I didn't see what the penalty was for. I didn't really see the signal either. I didn't understand the signal.
Looked like he was pointing to his back. I haven't seen that one before.
No, me neither. Well, 2-minute minor penalty. We'll call it a rough from behind the play on number 71. We'll get his number in a moment, but the Cardinals on the power play looking to tie the game. Mulcahy over to Merja. Had the puck lost and shorthanded the other way. 3-on-1, 2-on-1 for Penn State. In on goal, they wait to pass across. It's partly blocked away by the Cardinals defense, but shorthanded by Penn State. They still with halftime. They wait, look for the pass into the slot. Still blocked. Cardinals shorthanded, or Penn State shorthanded, mind you, but looks like a Penn State power play as they are able to dump this puck in, and Penn State looks to set up shop. Penn State at the right side wall at the face-off dot, trying to keep Catholic away from the puck, and they are doing a good job doing so. They walk the puck to the slot. They'll pass it back door. Zapp watches him. The shot taken, save made. Oh, the rebound was loose behind him. The Cardinals get possession of it, and now you got another penalty here, a cross check, and that's going to be on the Cardinals. Cardinals don't like the call. It's going to be, I believe, Shoreswater to the bench, or to the penalty box, sin bin.
A great kill from the Nittany Lions out there, just controlling the puck and keeping away, playing some keep away from Catholic.
So Shoreswater to the box. Like you said, the Cardinals, a little slow start to this game, a little reminiscent of last year. Here comes Henry now, so it'll be a 4-on-4 for another minute, 10 seconds, and then Penn State will have an abbreviated power play. Penn State looking for the outlet pass through the middle and trying to split the defense. Oh, it was a breakaway practically for Penn State, but the pass was off the mark. Catholic has to be aware of the man cutting and looking for the home run feed. McQueenie now tried to get back on that puck. It was knocked away from him, and Penn State overskating the puck, but getting it back, though, at center ice. Around one. They'll wait towards the high slot. Back towards the face-off, that still controlling. Back out towards closer to the half wall. Another shot on David Zapp, deflected and just rattled around, but not into the back of the cage, thankfully. At the left side line again, Desjardins. Oh, knocking a man down and kicking the puck forward, preventing Penn State from moving it any further ahead. Catholic goes for a change. Penn State waits for their players to set up shop. Loose puck intercepted by Finnegan, but he couldn't get the puck back, though. And Penn State now, with 10 seconds left on the 4-on-4, will await their shortened power play. Here's a puck to the high slot, the shot. Oh, and a beautiful wrist shot beats David Zapp. It's 2-0 off the quick release.
That was a tough one for the Cardinal defense, especially looks like Logan Selwyn's stick was just shot into the neutral zone. Not sure exactly what happened there, but it's tough playing defense without a stick.
I wasn't sure if he had dropped it or whatnot.
No, it was shot down by a Penn State player.
Well, Reeser scores his second goal of the season, the native of Severna Park, Maryland.
Beautiful shot right into the corner. It's a tough one for any goalie.
Yeah, it was a rather bit of a broken play. Loose puck into the high slot area. Penn State knocked it home. 2-0 Penn State. So power play for Penn State. The poor pass from Johnson. Loose in the high slot again. As they wait, they hold. Back up towards the line. Penn State smelling blood in the water here as it's 2-0 early. Back behind the left side goal line and moving it back out towards the left side point. They await for the open pass. At the right side point, they walk it into the dot. Fire the shot on Zapp. It's blocked away, but the Cardinals couldn't pick it up. It was Selwyn who blocked it, but he couldn't find the loose puck. Face-off dot again at the left side. Back at the half wall. Open man, back at the point, they give it to him. Back at the left side dot again. Back into the high slot. It's broken up, but it goes to the defender. A shot and the save made, or was off the glass, excuse me. Now, 6 seconds remaining on the Penn State power play at the left side point. Cardinals need their man out of the box here. Penn State still with possession. They have the man open back door. The Cardinals have to see it. They did, and now it's 5-on-5 play. Johnson couldn't get the puck free. Penn State still with possession. Dropping his stick again with Selwyn, and Penn State, as a result, has time to get around Selwyn and the other Cardinal players, but the Cardinals do a good job of that and are able to clear out. Penn State trying to catch Catholic in a change here. Down the right side wing, they're onside, so they hit the referee's skate, and as a result, Catholic almost got possession of it, but Penn State, the quicker team, will get back onto the puck again. Back behind the CUA net, looking to center it in front. Back out towards the line, walking it. Nice move to get around McQueenie, walking it in. Shot from the slot. Oh, it's just wide of the cage. Penn State had the home run. One bam-bam play, but they couldn't get it to go. Now, Mulcahy behind his net. Pushes it up further up the wall to Shoreswater. Shoreswater trying to get to it. He leaves it for Henry. He's got McQueenie up ahead by himself, but one player to deal with on defense. He just takes the shot, and the save made by Peruski. Cardinals' first shot in, I think, close to 6 minutes.
Good job, though, on the penalty kill, stopping the bleeding, keeping it just as a 2-score game. Noticed Frankie Murja was doing a good job at coming down and blocking the pass backdoor.
Yeah, he did a good job picking that up. As soon as I had said it, maybe they heard me. They were able to pick him up. Coaching from the broadcast booth. Sometimes it works. Penn State wins the neutral defensive zone draw. They'll move it up towards the left side wall. Into the middle, trying to beat Mulcahy on the fence. Oh, good play to get back in time. Had a potential break if he got around him, but Mulcahy able to do a good job of that. And the net's off as it was run into by a Penn State forward. So referee will come and check it out. I believe it's going to be a defensive zone draw, neutral zone draw, I believe, for CUA, as the Penn State player knocked the puck, or the pegs off the net. So it looked like it was rather accidentally. Matthew Stronix, Ridley Park native, not too far from here, knocked the net off, and they're going to move this puck. It won't be a center zone face-off. It'll be a neutral zone draw, closer to the Catholic blue line. So Weidenkampf able to get a piece of it and trying to dump it into the zone. Picked up by Penn State. They wait and go D to D. And they look for the outlet pass through the middle. They've got it. Penn State on. So that was offsides. Yes, referee calls that one.
Getting a little ahead of themselves.
Over anxious a little bit. Penn State offsides. Had a potential rush, but Penn State not able to keep their feet over the line. The linesman was able to call that one. Neutral zone draw. Runner went for the check and partly missed, so Penn State will hold on to it. At the point, a shot taken. And into the safety netting again, so it'll be a defensive zone draw in CUA zone again. 8:44 to go in the first period. The Cardinals, they're getting outplayed. It's early still. Cardinals obviously hadn't, I'm trying to remember the last time we had a 12:30 start.
No.
Probably the tournament, I think when we played Ramapo last year at the last game of East Coast Showdown. It's the last time. So Cardinals not usually early risers here, as you can tell. In the 2-0 hole early, but they'll have to dig themselves out of this one as the Penn State walks the puck towards the high slot. Oh, the save made by David Zapp. Got a piece of it with his stick. It was just enough. Now Connor Combs up the right side wing, able to clear, but shot right back in by Penn State. Henry will collect. Henry gets around one defender, and he lost it doing so, excuse me. Penn State looking to center it in front. They hold on to the puck, wait by the left side blue line. He had a delayed penalty on CUA too, as now they touch up. There'll be another Penn State power play here as we await the penalty call. Wait for the signal from the official. Brunner's going to head to the box. 2 minutes. I want to say it was interference.
Interference, yes.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Did you?
I didn't see it either, but if it's in the play, kind of. He might have just bumped him off the puck or going into the puck. He didn't touch it yet. We'll call it interference. Runner
Definitely
will
a
sit.
gray area there.
Right. Penn State with the power play, though, looking to make it 3-0 as they fire the shot on Zapp, and that rode high and wide over the cage. That was a twisted shot. Cardinals getting lucky here. Left side point again. They wait. Another shot deflected just wide and blocked, and Desjardins will get to it and clear down the length of the ice with under 8 to go here in the first, 1:35 on the power play for CUA. Cardinals need another big kill here. They put themselves in a hole early on. Moving the puck well through the neutral zone is Penn State. They move it back by the Catholic goal line and now behind the net, looking to wrap it by the other side of the net. And they didn't see it, Catholic, but the pass was off the mark. Cardinals getting lucky again. Now another pass kept in at the line, says the, oh no, they're going to say offsides. I thought he kept it. Oh no, wait. Excuse me. Sorry, no, play's still alive. At the left side face-off dot, that puck also rode high over the cage. At the right side point again, back toward the left side face-off dot. Now back down low or back out towards the point. Penn State holds on to it. Lugging onto that puck is their defenseman, number 22. Getting his name in a second for you, Luke Janik. Janik now getting it around Shore's Waters. They rip another shot, and that's deflected. Still in play, so Janik from his defensive spot controls from behind the net and waits. Back out towards the left side line again. Open man holds onto the puck, tried to pass it into the high slot. Able to hold on to it is Penn State. Knocked down again. Desjardins gets to it, and he can't clear as it hit Joey Henry on the bench. Oh, man, the injury bug has been hitting the Cardinals everywhere, and now you're getting players on the bench who are getting hit too.
Looks like right in the ribs.
Man.
He's right back out there, so
He's
just
fine.
a stinger.
Just a stinger. He'll be all right. So Cardinals obviously really banged up. Really can't afford to lose anybody else.
No. Especially not from friendly fire.
No, not at all. 30 seconds to go on the Penn State power play, and the Cardinals able to clear right off this face-off. Peruski will leave it for his defense. And coming to pick it up is Matthew Barbicane. Had a little bit of difficulty clearing the puck as he had Finnegan in his face, but Penn State on the power play still moves up into the high slot, and guess what? Offsides again with 9 seconds left on the Penn State power play. Pangborn penalty kill looking to go 2 for 2. They're 9 seconds away from doing so.
A penalty kill looking like the best part of Catholic's game so far, locking down all Penn State's options, really only shots from the point so far.
Yeah, and Penn State with their entries, they're shooting themselves in the foot a little bit, I'd have to say. They've been offsides a couple of times. So Penn State, something about that blue line for Catholic, they just like going over a little bit early. Penn State power play is over. Cardinals now 2 for 2 on the PK. Circling back behind the net is Penn State. They'll wait and get a nice move around Joey Henry. Backdoor feed. They wait. They fire the shot, and David Zapp's able to glove that one down with no rebound here with 5:52 to go here in the first period. The shots 10-3 in favor of Penn State, but they've had several power plays, and that's part of the reason why. Back behind the net, Penn State circles the wagons. Looking back out towards the point, they've got their man. Nice sidestep move to get around McQueenie. They'll move it back down low by the left side goal line. They'll move it back out towards the point again. The long shot deflected, hits the post. Back behind the net, Penn State looking to circle again. They'll wait. The open man at the right side point. Back out towards the left side. They wait. Another shot. That goes high and wide over the cage. Cardinals trying to get to it, and they still can't clear. Controlling is Penn State. Keeping it at the line one more time, Jacob Warner. Already scored 1 goal today, and the offsides again is Penn State, so the Cardinals will pick it up, but give it right back to Penn State in the neutral zone as the Cardinals were changing, but as a result, Penn State able to pick it up. They walk towards the slot. Oh, David Zapp juggled it a little bit, but he's able to hold on for another save.
That's a tough save right in the armpit area. Don't really expect those, right?
No, you do, but sometimes it's just squeezing the arm. It's easy to accidentally not squeeze your arm in time. The rebound's loose behind you. You don't know where it is, and then it's in the back of the net.
Right.
So that's
had one of those last night.
We did, and it went in the Cardinals' favor. So that's a big save from David Zapp. It may not look like it, but that's a good save. Merja trying to knock the man off the puck. Skating away from him are the Nittany Lions, doing a good job of controlling and shutting down Catholic so far in the early going. Selwyn is in his defensive zone, trying to clear. Had a player to deal with, so he'll resort back from behind his cage and give it off to Schwarzwater. Desjardins not able to get to that pass, and keeping it alive is Penn State. They walk it. They fire the shot, deflected off the glass. It hit Selwyn, I believe, maybe in the
arm, maybe?
Yeah, potentially. I don't know how much padding's there. So he'll have to, maybe another stinger. Penn State walks the puck towards the high slot again. Selwyn takes him to the corner. Penn State still holds on to the puck as they wait. They fire, or excuse me, they thought they were going to shoot it, but they actually passed it out towards the point, and Penn State will have to regroup back in their defensive zone. Back behind the net again. Penn State, they got a lot of good speed on this team. Good, they skate well. They're getting around the Cardinal players. Catholic's really having a big time. Frankie Margin with a punishing hit, but still with possession of the puck is Penn State. A great save from David Zapp with the glove. Lightning-like save that time, sticking out the glove.
Well, it looks like Zaps might be a morning person. He's looks ready to play today.
Yeah, David Zapp, 11 saves already, 4 minutes to go here in the first period. He's looked good so far. Had a fine season for the Cardinals so far, 4-0, and he looks to make it 5-0 today as he needs his team to score some goals for him. He makes his 12th save off that faceoff.
Definitely hard to score with only 3 shots on net. Cardinals need to get some bodies and pucks to the net.
I'm getting a little reminiscent, unfortunately, and remembering the Catholic Alvernia game from the last East Coast Showdown where the Cardinals had, I think, around 7 shots through 2 periods. I mean, I think they look a little better than that today, but I'm starting to feel that way a little bit. Still got some time to go here. Here comes Penn State down the left side wing. Around Joey Henry. They try and dig the puck out of his feet, but the Cardinals get it first, and Connor Combs now through the right side will just float it towards the middle, hoping to find Brunner, and shot back behind David Zapp, who will leave it for his defense. Henry gets to it, settles the bouncing puck. Over to Mulcahy and try to get it to Combs, but he overskated it. The shot and a hit by Combs actually blocked the puck at the same time, so it redirects to the right side wall. Trying to keep it alive again is Penn State. And shot all the way down the length of the ice by the Cardinals. It is icing as Penn State has now touched up. 3:08 to go. Cardinals only 1 shot in the last 10 minutes. They have been under fire this period.
Definitely Penn State just doing the little things right, getting pucks deep and hard forecheck, and then chops from the point and crashing the net.
They had a lot of guys in front. David Zapp doing a good job of seeing the puck so far. He's going to have to continue to do that the rest of the way if the Cardinals have a chance at winning, and he's doing a good job so far. David Zapp will leave it for his defense, but it's turned over in front and almost banked in off of David Zapp. The Cardinals able to clear the zone. That was a rather dangerous play. Cardinals come away unscathed. Loose in the neutral zone. Picked up by Brunner, but he overskated it and offsides. Hey, there you go again. Offsides again.
Cardinals 6th man out there.
Yeah, the 6th man out there. Like the Seahawks 12th man, we've got our 6th man out there, the blue line. 2:42 to go here. Just a quick reminder, no ice cut after the first period, so we'll hop right into the second period. So the game's going a little quicker at the tournament. At the left side, face-off dot, trying to control. Johnson able to regain possession of the puck and clear up to Schwarzwalder, who gave it back to Johnson. Back to Henry at the other side, or Selwyn, but still not cleared out. Cardinals really sloppy in their defensive zone. At the right side face-off dot, they take the shot on David Zapp, who sees that one cleanly and gloves it down again. He's at 13 saves for the period so far.
Busy man tonight.
Busy man so far, and Peruski really hasn't been busy. I don't even think he's faced a high danger shot so far yet.
No, I don't think so.
Penn State really doing a good job of keeping Catholic to the perimeters and keeping them to the outside. Really not a good opportunities for CUA in this game. Schwarzwater gives it to Selwyn back behind the net, but he hesitated to get the puck, and Penn State will regain possession at the right side corner. Trying to keep it alive. Penn State, they got the man open in front, and they move it towards the man cutting towards the cage at the face-off dot, but it was off the mark, and Selwyn now will try and get to it, tie up the stick, will push it up the right side boards. Schwarzwater gets to it for CUA, but he's bumped off the puck. Getting around Johnson is Penn State. Nice moves, and they shimmy back out towards the right side face-off dot. Back out towards the point again. They'll move it back down low to the dot. Wait, hold, and walk it towards the slot, and back into the middle, but it was off the mark, and back out towards the left side wall. Face off, the goal line. They wait, back out towards the point. Trying to get around Catholic forecheckers. Nice play just to clear the zone from Shoreswater, but coming right back in is Penn State. Oh, the man knocked down. It could have been a low hit. Play will continue. Here comes Shoreswater. He's got Merja with him. Trying to catch Penn State in exchange. Shoreswater on the attack at the left side. Waits. Finds Desjardins. Oh, he's knocked down with a big hit right in front of the cage. It was a clean check. Freed up the puck, but Merja gets to it for the Cardinals and will dump it in. Desjardins did not like that check at all. It was a clean check. He had his head down. The arm didn't come up. Clean,
maybe
hard
a little bit
check.
of a revenge for the low hit there earlier.
Yeah, maybe it was. Now looking in front. Oh, Penn State had the man open in the high slot. And here comes Frankie Merja. He's got McQueenie with him. Merja, the right side, fires it. Looking for the rebound was McQueenie. Goalie redirected into the corner. Under 40 to go here in the first period. Here comes Penn State. Lost the puck. They get it back at the right side Cardinal line. And Mulcahy pushes it back to McQueenie, who was looking for Merja on the outlet. It's going to be no icing. 23 seconds to go here and counting. Finnegan trying to get on the attack for CUA. Good play by Brunner to intercept it. Brunner waits, fires. Save made, rebound, he scores! Oh no, he didn't, now it's in! Finnegan scores! What a wacky play, but the Cardinals cash in.
Huge goal right before the end of the period. Hopefully they can continue that.
11 seconds to go in the first, and Finnegan, the second goal of the tournament, never giving up. So Brunner stole it. He took the shot. The save was made. Then the second shot hit off the crossbar. It bounced to Finnegan in the crease, and Finnegan tucked it home to put Catholic within one. 11 seconds to go in the first. Not a lot of life for Catholic in this period so far, but back within one, late stages of the first. Cardinals going to move this puck into the neutral zone and take it back by McQueenie, and that's going to do it for the first period here. The Cardinals down one after two. Down one after one. 2-1 the score. So CUA not with their best period, but
still walk away only down one.
Yeah, that's a good play late in the first. Will Brunner, game time decision. He's in the lineup. Good read to pick off the pass and a very greasy goal, but they don't ask how. They just ask how many. The Cardinals within one to start the second. So 15-6 the shots. I mean, Cardinals really did not have a lot of zone time in that game at all, or in that period. But these are the kind of plays you need, picking off passes, reading the goaltender's eyes if he's not up against the post. You never know what you're going to get, especially when you're not getting a lot of zone time. You got to take the opportunities when you can, being opportunistic. And the Cardinals were, with 11 seconds to go, putting in that goal.
I think Cardinals had half the shots they had the whole period just on that one sequence. So hopefully they can keep just getting pucks on net, shoot when they can, and then crash the net. That's where most goals happen, especially a game like this.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. I didn't even think about that. They had 3 shots. Well, they were at 4, and then because the shot off the bar doesn't count as a technically it's not a shot, but they had the shot where the goalie made the save, and then the shot that went in the net. Yeah, there was 2 shots right there, and before then, Catholic really didn't have a high danger chance. I think pretty much the entire period. But they're within 1 to start the second. Just what the doctor ordered for CUA. The doctor also needs to order some better prescriptions for our players, too. He could use them back as well.
Yeah, need some miracle drugs, that's for sure.
We'll have to wait and see about that one, but we'll see if the doctor can order a Cardinals win, too. Second period just about underway here. Connor Desjardins in to take the draw against Brady Sassano. Won by Penn State as they have possession of it in their neutral zone, or now in the neutral zone. David Zapp comes out to leave it for his defense and plays it further along the wall to Mulcahy, where Penn State will get to it first and gather it. Mulcahy gets the puck back, plays it back to Joey Henry at the right side wall, and now pushed up the right side wall to the face-off dot, but not cleared out by the Cardinals. Shoreswater tries to get possession of it. He is able to move it out. He's got Desjardins and Frankie Merja with him. Merja waits, backhander into the middle, and the pass was off the mark. Had Shoreswater in the high slot, but he just couldn't get the pass to him. Here comes Penn State the other way. Around 1, they wait. Fire the shot. The save made by David Zapp. I believe he got a piece of it. Henry now to Shoreswater. Shoreswater gets to it, trying to clear. And he is able to get it to Connor Desjardins, who's bodied along the wall. Shoreswater over to Henry, and now over to Cole Mulcahy. He's got Schwarzwater 3-on-2 if the Cardinals hurry. Schwarzwater waits, cuts towards the cage. Now shot back or push back to the outside. Fans wanted a penalty. They're not going to get it. May have been a hit partly higher from behind. Henry awaits from the pass from the point. Body still colliding into the corner and now loose back behind the CUA net. Picked up by Penn State. Penn State moving well through center. Here come the Nittany Lions down the right side wing. Getting around the defense. They're looking for the pass in front. They had it for a moment, but it was off the mark. Connor Desjardins awaits for the puck to come towards him, but as a result, the Cardinals couldn't get it. Now they do. Mulcahy at the right side wall. It takes a weird bounce off the boards and in front, and Henry will shoot this puck all the way down. Finnegan trying to beat out the icing, and he is able to, says the referee, so play will continue. McQueenie trying to get to that loose puck. He's not in time, though, and Penn State will clear out towards the left side line. Now onsides, in the zone, looking for the pass into the middle. They have it. The shot! Zapp able to hold on, and ready for the rebound was Penn State, too. But David Zapp, another good save without a rebound.
I think that late goal last period breathed some life into the Cardinals. They look like a different team so far.
They look rejuvenated. It's just what they needed. But Penn State now applying pressure, too. 17-6 the shots. Cardinals only down by 1 where it matters, though, looking for the tying goal. Schwarzwater in to take the draw. He's able to win it. It was Brunner, and this puck is shot into the safety netting here. And it looks like the puck went into the stands as well, so we'll have a new puck as we're await that for the next draw. So Brunner in to take another draw for CUA. He's got Johnson at the wing, who's just up in the draw from his defensive spot as he's able to get to it right off the draw. It was won by Brunner. Selwyn back to Johnson, over to Finnegan. Finnegan into the middle to Matthew McQueenie, trying to keep that play alive. Finnegan, nice move to keep it, get it back to his stick. He tried to do it again. Penn State stiffed it out, and they lost the puck in the referee's skates, but now they get it back towards their defenseman. Penn State, long feed, intercepted by Selwyn, who just pushes it forward, and now Penn State regathers, shoots it into the Catholic zone. Matthew McQueenie tried the same. That pass was also off the mark. A lot of inerrant passes, but Penn State will pick it up and move in. Right side faceoff out. They'll try and drop it. Good stick from Finnegan to prevent the pass from getting there cleanly, and now into the zone again. Around the horn goes the puck. Back out towards the left side point. Penn State, a shot blocked in front. Brunner has time. He's tired, though, and looked for McQueenie. It's going to be no icing, says the official. Could have been, it was rather close. Referee lets that one go. Here comes Penn State down the left side wing. Merja going for the check, took out the referee instead. Tumbling down, it was Desjardins with the hit, But getting the puck back was Desjardins off the inerrant pass, or clear into the O zone. Cardinals able to get it for a moment, though. Penn State gets it back. They regather, look for the pass across. They have it, the shot. Oh, diving block from Selwyn. Nice eat on that one. Desjardins, tired, shooting this puck into the zone. Pushed into the boards as well. Cardinals going for a change. Penn State sees that, will try and move it up out of the zone, but they can't. Left side faceoff dot. Desjardins able to get to it and give it to Schwarzwater, who got a weak shot in on goal. Cardinals just trying to get possession in the O-zone, and Penn State's doing a fantastic job getting Catholic off the puck. Here they come, loose at center ice. Penn State over the line, left side faceoff dot. Back out towards the point. The shot deflected, oh, just wide of the net. Maybe David Zapp got a piece of that one. Mulcahy, left side line, looking to clear it out. It is able to get there. Merja with a hit. Didn't see the puck was away. Referee has his hand up. It's going to be a penalty on Frankie Merja for the hit. Interference will be the call. Penn State 6-on-5 as they get the goalie to the bench. Right side wing. They'll move the puck in. Stop on a dime and move it back out towards the right side wall, but Merja touches up. And he'll also head to the box 2. 2 minutes, I believe.
Roughing, actually.
Roughing, sorry. I thought it was interference.
I did too.
I don't think he likes the call. He can argue that, hey, he didn't see the puck go away from the defender.
Right.
He can say it's not really it. That could go either way, if you ask me. What do you think?
I don't know. It's still interference. The player didn't have the puck. I know Frankie didn't see that, but penalty's a penalty.
Now the rule's the rule. He's arguing it from the bench or the box, or head coach Steven Terenzio is as well, but
I don't know. I trust the ping
No
more in
avail.
penalty kill, so.
Hey, we'll see. Looking to go 3 for 3. They walk the puck towards the slot. The backhander in on David Zapp. He's able to shoot that one or to redirect it into the corner. With time on the power play is Penn State. They gather it, wait, hold, looking for the open option. They'll move it back out towards the left side dot and cut in and knocked away from the Cardinals. Oh, big hit, too, freed up the puck. Finnegan able to get to it for CUA, shorthanded, but taken away from him again with 15:25 to go in the second. Moving the puck out. Brunner tried to get it with his skate, but Catholic not able to get to it off the bounce. Penn State in over the line to have possession. With time at the point, walking the line, back down low to Henry, and getting it back around the horn is Penn State. Open room at the point. So they'll wait and back across at the left side line. Oh, man, knocked down in front. Play will continue as they went for the one-timer from the point, but they whiffed on it completely without a minute to go on the power play for Penn State. 14:51 to go here in the second period. Penn State has to regather as Catholic cleared. Finnegan watching him. A poor pass from Penn State. Catholic was back, though, as that's their strategy here usually on the PK. As a result, Penn State can hold on to the puck and move back into the O-zone. At the right side wall, Penn State back out towards the line again at the left side. Into the middle. They'll walk it in. Fire looking for the deflection in front, perhaps. It was much to no avail. But Penn State still with possession with 30 seconds to go in the power play. Another shot. Save made. Rebound was loose for the taking. Cardinals still can't get it out of the zone. They're tired. Penn State, though, doesn't mind, and they'll have to walk the line again and wait for the shot. Is David Zapp. Here's a shot. He got a piece of it. Another save for David Zapp. Right side point again. Open man. George Guriano, and he got a man knocked down in front. A penalty on Penn State. Henry's down, and he is
still down. Not looking good.
Have to wait and see.
I think the ref called slash, so maybe just across the wrist. Yeah.
Yeah, he's holding his wrist for sure. Slashing the call. Yep, slashing. He doesn't like the call, but he's going to have to sit for 2 minutes, and we'll see if the Cardinals can make him pay. Obviously, looking for the status on Joey Henry, who was holding his wrist. I don't believe it's broken. I think he would be in more pain. He looks like he's all right. Bit of another stinger. One of the ribs, one of the wrists. He's getting punished today. Evan Reeser will sit for Penn State, 2 minutes. Merger, 11 seconds till he's out of the box. So 4-on-4 for 10 seconds, and then Catholic will have a minute 50 to work with on the power play. Just trying to hold on to the puck in the O-zone to CUA. McQueenie can't get to it. Penn State now shorthanded. They can clear this one down the length of the ice, and that is not what they do. They're just going to hold on to it and lug it back behind their net and kind of look for a shorthanded rush. But Catholic able to get it back as CUA got the puck in the neutral zone. Here comes Mulcahy now. Gives it to Johnson. Up ahead, he's got Shoreswater. Cardinals trying to get set up. They'll dump this puck in. Merger will chase after it and try and clear. It's into the feet of Frankie Merger, who kicked it forward. Shoreswater at the line. It's too hard for him to get to. You got 13-17 to go here in the second period. A minute 10 to work with on the CUA power play. Cardinals trying to clear up or move up. Penn State trying to keep them at bay. Long feet out of the reach of Merja. CUA will get to it, though, at the right side faceoff dot in their defensive zone and look to move out. Here comes Mulcahy across to Johnson. Has some players to deal with. Looks over his options here. 50 seconds remaining on the Cardinal power play. The Reeser 2-minute minor penalty as Johnson is checked hard along the boards, falls down, gets the puck in his feet, tried to kick it to Shoreswater. Oh, another man knocked down. He got another penalty on the Cardinals. It's going to be a trip to Brendan Johnson here as Catholic now touches up. Tripping, the call on Brendan Johnson. He got the feet into the skates of the player. It's a textbook trip, unfortunately. Johnson will sit for 2 minutes, and the Cardinals will have to go back, make it 4-for-4 on the PK after the 36 seconds of 4-on-4 play.
Just a tough situation for Brendan Johnson. Got knocked down, still on his feet, trying to battle for the puck, and just accidentally takes out his skates.
Yeah, he was bodied along the wall. He got hit when he fell. His stick went forward, and as a result, his stick went into the skates of the player. He falls down. Textbook trip. Back behind the net, David Zapp able to get his glove on it. 32 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. The 5 players for Penn State on the power play. Matt Stronix, Jacob Warner, Andrew Puffer, and the extra man, or excuse me, the 4th man, number 15, if we can get his number here, Kyle Siller. So going to be icing here as it was still 4-on-4. It's icing on CUA. I think Connor Desjardins thought the Cardinals were shorthanded for a second.
I didn't realize. Still 4-on-4 for another 25.
25 seconds. Cardinals with only one shot in the second period so far. We're just about pretty much halfway through this game. We'll see if things can change, but the score is still 2-1. Desjardins able to clear out, but regathering it is Penn State and clearing out of their defensive zone. Up ahead towards the right side wall into the middle, and getting the puck back is Penn State into the high slot. They wait, hold, 5 seconds on the 4-on-4, and then a Penn State power play for 1:24. Now, man out of the box for Penn State. He races towards the goal, looking for the backdoor feed. He's able to get into the play. It's Reeser who picked up the puck. Henry still can't clear. Now he does, and down the length of the ice it goes for 1:10 remaining on the CUA penalty kill. Pangborn penalty kill, and 11:44 to go here in the second period. Penn State skates away from Finnegan and around Desjardins, walking it toward the high slot. Oh, big hit from Clomoke. He separates the man from the puck, but not getting it, though, is CUA. It's Evan Reeser. Back out towards the point again to the open man, George Garasino. Back out towards the line again to the defenseman. He walks the line, takes the shot, the save made off the pads by David Zapp. The net was off its moorings for a second, though, but play will continue. At the right side faceoff dot. They wait, then move it back out to the open man at the defenseman. He overskates the puck, and trying to dig it free was Finnegan, who pushed it ahead for Desjardins, but they were too late in doing so, and perhaps he had a short-handed rush but couldn't get to it. Desjardins lost his stick, gets it back, though, but CUA, and
there's the blue line again.
Yeah, the sixth man doing it again for CUA, offsides on Penn State.
Another 20 seconds still left on the penalty kill, but Cardinals have been shutting down Penn State, I feel like. Not too many grade A scoring chances on the power play yet.
Well, I feel with Penn State, some teams that we've played had an excellent power play against the Cardinals, and what I see Penn State doing is they're looking for that pass in front almost every time or walking it towards the slot, but the Cardinals are doing a good job of clogging up the middle and not allowing Penn State to get their players in front. Well, they have one man in front now, but Henry's watching him, so that's what I'm mentioning here. CUA is doing a good job of that. Here's another shot deflected and then into the safety netting with 3 seconds to go on the Johnson minor penalty for tripping.
And here's where we look for the stretch pass, right? Look for Brendan Johnson coming out of the box. Cardinals have hit a couple of those this season.
Yeah, they had Frankie Merja against UMBC last game. We'll see if they can hit Johnson here. Penalty is over. Johnson out of the box. Oh, you almost had it for a second, though. They were looking for it, but Penn State saw that and was able to get back just in time. 10:25 to go here in the second. Cardinals 4 for 4 on the PK. Doing a great job so far today of limiting Penn State, but the offense has been rather quiet so far today. Only 7 shots. At the line again, the shot taken on David Zapp. Big save made into the corner. Penn State now at the right side line. Left side. Overskating the puck again. They've tried that a lot today. I feel like they've been missing on those shots from the point, and they've been clearing the zone out themselves practically. This time they don't. Right side line, overskating it again was the Penn State forward or defenseman. Merja able to get to it, knocked away from the puck. Here comes Schwarzwater. He couldn't get to it. Penn State still can't clear. Nice play from Brunner. Pushes it back behind the cage. 9:50 to go here in the second period. Penn State waiting for Catholic to attack, and they'll move this puck out off the stick of the forward back behind the net. Henry trying to get to it for the Cardinals. It's blocked off a skate. It rolls to the winger who finds Merja, hits off his skate, will roll to Peruski, who will officially make his second save of the second period.
Halfway through the second and only really one real shot. Cardinals really need to take advantage of the opportunity, especially on the power play. Those are where these tight games are won and lost, and Cardinals have struggled recently on the power play.
Now, they had a lot of opportunities against UMBC in their last league game. Didn't score, I believe, on any of them, but we'll have to wait and see if things can change today. Desjardins couldn't get the puck into the middle. Here comes Penn State, roaring, ripping the shot. The save made by David Zapp. Looking to center it again. They'll hold on to it and move it back out towards the left side point. Walking the line, nice toe drag move, cutting towards the slot, and knocked off the puck again. That's what I'm saying. Catholic's doing a good job of getting away and clearing up the middle. David Zapp, another glove save, and able to hold on for the whistle.
Definitely, Cardinals making Penn State work for every opportunity they get. It's just been a gritty game for both sides.
Very gritty game, both sides of the puck. Clean game, too, I must add. I haven't really seen a lot of high or dirty hits, and that's a good thing too, as yesterday's game started to get a little out of control. There's a long shot on David Zapp. Rebound was loose. Oh, he's got them behind him, and he's able to jump on top of it.
Wow, what a save by David Zapp. Yeah, I don't think I'd have the flexibility if my life depended on it to make that save.
That was a great save. He bobbled it. Defenseman kind of helped him out. It was shot back into his pad, but he had his leg out and was able to make the save. David Zapp, 23 saves so far in this game. There's another shot blocked in front. Rebound loose, trying to wrap it on Zapp, and that's wide of the cage. Cardinals under heavy duress here. I feel like more on the 5-on-5 play than on Penn State's power play,
Right.
but nonetheless, we continue. Nice pass out to Moore. Takes the shot, deflected as he was looking for Moore, but Moore's shot was knocked out of play.
Yeah, it looks like that was Logan Selwyn's stick. And I don't know, sometimes it's tough whether to try to block that. Sometimes you accidentally put that in your own net, so you have to be careful on when to block it and when not to.
Well, it also depends on the angle of your stick too, right?
Right.
Now, Selwyn, he's been a much improved player this year too. Really has stepped into a big role. So here's another shot on David Zapp. Gloves it down. But yeah, going back to Selwyn, he's been a good player this year. Second line defense, second pairing defender. He's done a great job.
That defensive core has been decimated this year, so definitely needed all the help we can get.
Here's another shot on David Zapp. Oh my goodness, into the high slot, and they missed it completely. That was a good chance. Catholic getting lucky. Oh, late hit by Luke Weidenkampf. Referees let it go. That could have been interference. Play continues. At the left side line, walking it towards the point. Back across at the right side line again. Looking towards the blue line. In front, throws to David Zapp. Save made, rebound, and Dave is able to keep it out. Another great save from David Zapp as the net was knocked off its moorings. Penn State pressing. David Zapp says no. Good save again from David Zapp.
Penn State just looking for those bounces, right? It doesn't always have to go tape to tape, but looks like off skates, off sticks, off bodies. There's definitely a lot of traffic in front of David, and that's tough to handle as a goalie.
They're getting their players in front, and they're getting their chances into the high slot. Can't keep doing that if you're CUA. Here's another one. The save made Zapp. Oh, we got that too. Another one that's blocked away in front. Brunner trying to get to it for the Cardinals. Weidenkampf helps him out, chases down the puck. Trying to chase after it. Weidenkampf trying to get a stick on it. Combs will get to it. Combs, right side faceoff dot. Took the shot. The save made. Long shot on Peruski. He struggled for a second to hold on to it, but he was able to. Cardinals' 8th shot of the game.
Yeah, shots like that, you got to get in front of the goalie's eyes. Might not be the best shot, but if you can't see it, then it's very difficult to save.
We had Weidenkampf in front, so they had the right idea, but Peruski was able to find it. Left side, draw to the left of Peruski, won by Penn State. They look to move it out through center, and clear out of the zone. Able to, onside is Penn State. They'll walk the line. Good hit by Mulcahy to free up the puck. Brunner, he was looking for the long feed ahead. This is going to be icing on CUA here with 19, now they blew the whistle, 18 to go. Little elongated time for them to blow the whistle. They're really looking for the defender to practically touch the puck.
Right, I think sometimes they want to see the defender put in the effort to go get the puck. If he doesn't, then they'll wave it off. So
yeah, it's not exactly touching it. That's the really old touch-up rule that they've been trying to get rid of for injury reasons. So
I think it's hash marks top of the circle now.
yeah, it used to be where he had to actually touch up, but thankfully that rule has been changed. Penn State able to win the draw again at the right side line. Weidenkampf went for a giant check and missed, much to the delight of the Penn State bench, and the shot taken, blocked away by the Cardinals. Weidenkampf's like a wrecking ball out there, man. Cardinals players lost his stick. It's Henry. Into the slot again, a shot. That's off the side of the cage. Penn State still with possession. Knocking it back out towards the left side line. They wait. Hold. Zapp trying to find it. The backdoor feed was there. Stepping into a shot again, and that was blocked out of the zone. Penn State looking to control. Catholic now, really by pretty much their bootstraps, are just hanging around in this game. Man, oh man, David Zapp doing a great job. Now the pass into the middle was off the mark. They tried to center and give it back to the man in the slot who was awaiting the pass. Now they get it. Another shot, and guess who's there? It's David Zapp to shut the door.
Yeah, Cardinals putting their bodies on the line. Lots of shot blocks today. That's what you want to see. Just everybody pitching in, team effort.
Everyone's pitching in. David Zapp, 27 saves here with 6 minutes to go in the second. Desjardins in to take the draw for the Cardinals. Tried to win it back. He was able to, as it was a bit of a tie-up, but he was able to get the puck free. Merja into the middle to Desjardins. Taken back and almost cleared out. Now cleared out by Penn State. Took him a moment, though, as it was partly knocked off the boards. Shot back behind the net. Selwyn will get to it. Take a bit of a hit as well. Johnson also takes a check. Trying to get to it. Players fall to the ice. And another punch and a shove afterwards. Oh, Johnson tackled the guy, and play continues as they're tackling back behind the play. Physicality continues. Schwarzwater trying to get to it. Now they're separated with no penalty coming up for either way, and they're still going at each other. Referee looked like he was going to blow his whistle for a moment. Another pit from behind the play. Now we're starting to get into the little physical areas. Another shot wide is that, but goes back behind the cage, trying to wrap it on him. He's got that too.
Yeah, absolutely shocked there was no penalty down there.
No,
maybe
I'm not
there is.
sure. Have to wait and see. Zapp did knock the net off, and I don't think they're going to call him for that. That was rather incidental. Looked like the referee had his arm up and wanted to make a change, but it wasn't a penalty. So 5-on-5 play will continue. Johnson was getting into it with a player who had knocked him down, as now we have another face-off coming up here as the puck hit the ceiling with 5:33 to go here in the second. Well, Cardinals will finish out the tournament tomorrow morning officially, 11:45 puck drop against Ramapo on Ring 3, still here at Iceworks. Cardinals trying to make it a 3-for-3 or 3-0 tournament. To wait and see how this game goes and see if we can even have that opportunity. So we'll have coverage starting at 11:30 tomorrow afternoon. As here's a long shot taken on Peruski, and oh wow, a little bit of a slash as the goalie was. Desjardins was cutting towards him. He didn't really touch him. Maybe he snowed him a little bit. Referee giving Peruski a mouthful.
And Matthew Hornick's not here, so there shouldn't be any snowing going on from the Catholic side.
Someone might have to fill in. I guess maybe Desjardins did there, perhaps. Ninth shot for the Cardinals previously on that last seamless shot or harmless shot. Here's in front and almost banked in off the defender. Oh, Desjardins hacking and whacking on the player back behind the cage, and that's going to be called. Cross check on Catholic University. You got to be more disciplined than that. It wasn't needed. Oh, that's another penalty I don't believe Catholic had to take.
No, not at all. Catholic definitely, discipline's been at top of the issues this year. Just letting teams hang around or keep their leads. Like, trying to come back, and you can't really score when you're down a man. So
was Desjardins' first penalty minutes of the season. He'll sit 2 minutes for a cross check. And head coach Steven Terenzio not happy with the call. He said the same thing happened to our player in our own zone and it wasn't called, but you're calling it on our team.
Well, referees only see so much, so have to control what you can control out there.
Well, here's what I'll say to that. If referee hears that, he'll keep his eyes open next time, and maybe you'll get a favorable call that really isn't a penalty. You have to wait and see.
Maybe.
We'll have to wait and see if Catholic can kill this one off here. They're 4 for 4 on the PK so far today, much to the delight and help of David Zapp. At the left side point, they can't keep it in again. 4:30 to go here in the second. Power play, 1:30 to go off the Desjardins minor penalty for cross-checking. Here comes Penn State. Long feed across the length of the ice at the right side wing, holding it. Looking for the pass in front. It was off the skate. Mulcahy gets to it, frees up the puck, and is able to clear down the length of the ice. 4:15 to go. 1:10 on the Desjardins minor penalty. Coach Steven Terenzio urging his players to be a little further up and intercept these long Penn State passes, as here's another one down the right side wing. Getting around the defense of Mulcahy, or trying to. Penn State holding on to the puck. Well, Mulcahy lost where the puck went. Now he's back in it. Nice play to body him off the puck into the corner. Now he's going to take a hit as well. Staying with the puck is Mulcahy. Penn State now able to get it away from him, able to clear down the length of the ice. The shot! Oh, David Zapp got a piece of it with the shoulder. Nice save getting across, and shorthanded. Here comes Schwarzwater. Around one, tried to cut in towards the defense. He gets the puck back. He's all by himself as the Cardinals are going for a change. Schwarzwater, the one-man wrecking crew, doing his best job in the corner, keeping the puck alive. Now he lost the puck as he was hit into the corner. You got 23 seconds to go. Catholic doing another good job shorthanded. Penn State, here they come. Left side, around one. It may have been a hack and whack on the hands, but play continues. All by himself is Penn State's player at the right side wing. They move it back out towards the point. Back down low again. 5 seconds to go on the penalty. Holding the man down was Mulcahy, but play will continue. Back out towards the face-off dot and cleared out of the zone. Shoreswater has the man Finnegan out of the box. It was Desjardins who went to the bench and replaced by Finnegan. Almost had a breakaway, but pass was a little bit too slow. 2:52, a long shot in on David Zapp, and he's able to hold on to it for his 29th save of the game. The 30th now.
I can see what Coach Terenzio is talking about there. Fast team like Penn State, you can't let them get speed with the puck. You have to get on them before they get going.
Cardinals did another good job bottling up their chances. 5 for 5 on the PK. Cardinals now still looking for the tying goal as Penn State walks it towards the slot. Blocked away by Selwyn, trying to get to it. Ties up the man's stick, trying to keep it alive and float it out of the zone. Keeping it alive, Finnegan trying to do his best, but he couldn't get to it. Selwyn floated a bit behind the net, hoping for McQueenie. Able to get to McQueenie. He finds Finnegan, but he lost the puck behind him and not able to get to it. Now he does. Finnegan by himself. Holds the shot. Rips it. Gets the rebound back. Looking to center it in front. He's bodied into the boards. Two Penn State players working on him, but they still can't clear. Shoreswater at the line. Nice toe drag. Walks the shot. The save made. Rebound comes free. The shot save. Another rebound was for the taking, but he couldn't get the stick on it. Was Finnegan, and the Cardinals not able to keep it alive in the zone. Penn State regains possession. Shoreswater gets to it. Tried to toe drag around one. Not able to get to it again. And a big hit along the boards. Touching up, I believe, is Penn State. Players come together. I couldn't see who was hit into the corner. I believe it's Finnegan who was hit. He doesn't like it. Words from both players. Man to the box, and Finnegan's got to shut his mouth here. He'll take the power play. Is he going to get a penalty too? No, he's not. 2 minutes on Penn State for the, I believe they call it a boarding penalty. I really couldn't see in the corner. Anything you saw?
No, I couldn't see either. Just heard him go down and saw him exchange some heated words out there.
Some pleasantries. So power play for Penn State. Sorry, for Catholic University. Had so many power plays for Penn State. Lost my words for a moment. Minute 40 to go here in the second period. You got a minute 53 to go in the second period. Cardinals just looking to tie it up heading into the third. That would do wonders for the third period and shift momentum more in their favor, perhaps. Penn State, though, going to get to it and clear down the length of the ice with a minute 20 to go here in the second. Mulcahy, long feed, holds on to it. Maybe looking for a long lead pass. Takes his time. A minute 10 to go here in the second period. A power play goal would do wonders. Mulcahy across. Shoreswater gets it to Merja. Merja around one. Waits. Holds. Plays it down behind the cage, hoping for McQueenie. Back to Johnson. Back to McQueenie quickly. Looking in front. His pass was blocked. Gets it back again to Johnson. Johnson controls by the goal line. Waits. Back towards the faceoff dot. And back out to Shoreswater one more time. Left side dot. Quick pass. Johnson. Back to Shoreswater. Had to dig the puck out of his skates. Gets it to his stick. Open man Mulcahy. Walks the line. Back across the right side point. Mercer shot. The save made. Peruski shuts it down. As McQueenie kind of bumped into the goaltender a little bit there. As he has some words for the official. McQueenie being pushed away. And he loves to always get to those dirty areas, man. Every game he's pushing the goalie. He's pushing the players in front. Trying to make his name heard.
Oh, he definitely, his voice is heard out there too. Might be the loudest guy on Catholic's team out there.
One of them for sure. Off this draw, won by Penn State, trying to get to it, trying to clear. McQueenie racing after it. Penn State able to clear. They've got Mulcahy back. It's a one-on-one with a defender. Here comes Penn State, though. They walk it towards the slot. David Zapp answers the call again. Another save.
Yeah, a lot of shots are hitting him in the chest, which is a good sign. It means he's on his angles, right? You don't want him to having to do the splits every time. So Zapp's definitely on his game out here. No rebounds, great angles. Stellar performance so far.
No, he's been reading the play perfectly. Again, on that save, it's another good example. Defensive zone draw. Won by the Penn State Nittany Lions. Long shot on David Zapp and able to glove that one down again. 11 seconds to go in the second. Low scoring game here this afternoon, unlike yesterday evening when we had 16 total goals. We're at 3 today. A much more tight checking game. Both teams doing a good job of limiting each other's offense here. We got 3 seconds to go, and now the clock will wind down on the second period. It's 2-1 Penn State after 2. We'll have an ice cut. We're going to take a bit of a break here, and we'll be back to recap the first and second periods. And you can say thank you to David Zapp so far in this game. He's doing a great job so far. Cardinals, limited chances for the most part, but they're still in this game looking to find the tying goal in the third. We'll be back. Second period intermission report coming up in a few minutes. Stay with us here, WCUA. When we're back to briefly recap the second and first periods here. Opening goal was scored by Jacob Warner. Shot from the point, deflected off a Catholic defender. Jacob Warner scored his, I believe it was his first goal of the season. Number 10 got the assist, Max Gucci. So everything was Gucci from there on for Penn State, up 1-0. Then it was 2-0 when Evan Reeser scored his second goal of the season, the Severna Park, Maryland native. 2-0. It was the quick shot, broken play from the point. Or not from the point, excuse me, from the faceoff that Reeser just let a shot go, and it beat David Zapp. And then it was 2-1, no goals in the second period. Late in the first, Will Brunner's shot stopped by the goaltender, cutting in towards the cage. The rebound by Brunner was put off the crossbar, and then Finnegan with the rebound put the puck in, make it 2-1. So no one has scored a power play goal in this game. Schwarzwater was called for interference in the first, cross-checking to Brunner, a rough on Merja in the second, a trip on Johnson in the second, and then a cross-check on Connor Desjardins in the second period. Penalties for Penn State. There was a cross-check from behind, a Evan Reeser slash, and an interference on Thomas Hay. So third period just about underway here, officially underway. Cardinals looking to find the tying goal. Like we said, PK, Pangborn penalty kill, 5 for 5. Cardinals trying to get 2 more goals and try and win this game. It'll be a tough one. The Cardinals have the personnel and the drive to do it. Here's a quick shot off the glass. Good play from Schwarzwater, but knocked away last moment. Schwarzwater couldn't get the puck back. Here comes Penn State 2-on-1, cutting towards the goal. They give the pass to him, blocked in front. Good defensive read to get defensively to prevent that from getting through. Here comes Schwarzwater at the right side. Knocked the puck off his stick was Penn State and picking it back up again. Holding onto it, waiting, looking in front. The shot! Oh, and what a save by Zapp with the pen. The rebound, he's got that too. It's to the corner. Zapp under heavy duress here, early stages third. Pass intercepted by Merja, backhander up the length of the ice and now out of the zone. Schwarzwater with speed, he's got it. Schwarzwater at the right side, fires, save made Peruski. Back at the left side wall, Brunner hit, lost the puck as he's going, I believe, for a change now. He is. 18:45 to go here in the third. Here comes the open man at the left side, right side wing, around the defense. Janik, defenseman up in the play. Save made by David Zapp and cleared out by Owen Finnegan. No, not cleared by the goal line. Kept alive by Penn State. Holding on to the puck, back out towards the point. Cross corner dump, up in the play. Open man for Penn State, the defender jumping up in the play, but not keeping it in. A good clear from Desjardins. Penn State defensively trying to clear their zone. They are able to. The puck loose in the neutral zone. Picked up by Catholic. Desjardins takes it back. Overtaken by Penn State. Now Finnegan was overtaken, and here he comes. Penn State, pass across, they got it, the shot. Oh, the backdoor feed, and they had a wide open net and missed it. Oh my goodness, I don't know how it's still 2-1, but it somehow is. David Zapp, maybe his presence enough to force that puck wide. Back down low, right side face-off that again. Penn State waits, holds. Open man down low, big hit from Finnegan to move the man out of the zone, so the passing lane was taken away from the point. Players getting knocked down at the goal line. Big hit Desjardins. The Cardinals still can't get it. Puck was blocked partly by Johnson. Loose back out towards the point to Matthew McQueenie. He still can't clear. Now he does down the length of the ice. And no icing as it could have been touched by Penn State. So Catholic getting a little lucky that that wasn't an icing call. With 17:23 left to go here in the third. Here they come at the right side. A long shot on David Zapp, and that's deflected into the safety netting. Mays caught a piece of it as well.
That thing went right off the dome, glove and dome. Would have gone above the net, and I'm sure Zaps would have appreciated it if that just went wide. Penn State all over Catholic so far to start the third. We'll need to calm things down a little bit here. Oh, that's not what I meant.
Well, Penn State had the wide open man again, but missed on the pass. Penn State on that last play when they were changing for the icing, they had 7 players on the ice. The puck was in their feet. It could have been called too many men as well, but no, says the referee. Play will continue 5-on-5, but perhaps maybe a missed call on Penn State. Play continues. Schwarzwater, puck knocked off his stick. Penn State takes it back. and shot over the goal, and now trying to find the outlet was Merja. Schwarzwater racing past the defense, trying to. He's going to get to it. May have caught a stick up high, but gets to it as well. Gets to the puck either way. Schwarzwater, runner, tried to chase after the puck. Merja waits, tries to intercept it, took the shot. It was blocked. Loose at the point. Catholic defenders had backed up, so here comes Penn State moving well through the right side wing. At the face-off dot again, Penn State walks it back to the high slot. Waits, holds on to it again to the open man at the point. The defenseman walks in from the point. Holds on to the puck, took the shot. It was blocked one more time. Back up towards the left side point, deflected and just wide of the cage again. Now, another shot, also blocked in front by the Catholic defense. Goes back out to Moore at the point. He's bodied along the wall. Taken back by Moore from behind the cage, up in the play. Cardinals looking to tie. Moore puts it back out towards the point, open man at the line. Shot the puck, hit the safety netting and out of play. 15:51 to go. The score is still 2-1 in favor of the Nittany Lions.
Yeah, I can tell the Penn State's dynamic offense, that a lot of bodies moving everywhere. It's a little confusing to defend against, and so Cardinals need to watch out and communicate better. There's sometimes where leaving guys open, two guys trying to cover the same guy out there.
So Cardinals may be getting a bit lost out there, though, but David Zapp hasn't been. He's been excellent. Weidenkampf in over the line. Going to take a big check. Still has the puck in his feet. Desjardins, the reinforcements, able to help him out. Puck rolls to the side of the net, and now taken back by Penn State. And shot back out. Oh, a bit of a low hit perhaps, but play will continue. Desjardins, now he's got to keep his head up, though. Desjardins, a wrist shot, and that rode way high over the net. Luke Weidenkampf going for a check as well, but Penn State able to move the puck out of his reach, and poor pass from Catholic, intercepted by Penn State into the high slot. The backhander off the mark. Johnson now trying to clear for the Cardinals. He's overtaken. Penn State gets it again, looking in front. Selwyn, good body to the corner. Puck still in the feet of a couple Cardinal players. Coming away with the puck is the open man for Penn State. They hold on to it. Matthew Stronix back out towards the point to Puffer. Another shot from the Stronix is blocked. Kept alive at the line by Puffer. Nice shimmy move, but intercepted by Catholic just out of the zone. They may have had a breakaway, but they just couldn't get the pass to go through. Sticks got caught up again with Weidenkampf. Could have been potential hold. Play will continue, though. Either way, it's behind the play. The players are still going at each other, and the referees continue to let it go. Desjardins, not hard enough out of the zone. It's no clear. They got Johnson off the flip, and that's going to still not out of the zone. The Cardinals, now they get to it. It's a 2-on-2. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Well, it's Finnegan by himself now. Finnegan, nice move, gets it back to shot. He scores! It's Owen Finnegan tying the game at 2 for number 2.
What a move by Owen Finnegan. Just took the defenseman head on, one-on-one, and beat him and the goalie.
Oh, what a spectacular goal from Finnegan. Gets the puck back. He kicked it to his stick, and he ripped it high and beating the goaltender, Peruski. We're tied at 2. 14:20 to go here in the third.
It's one pretty and one dirty goal for him today. Just a mix of everything.
Well, just what the doctor ordered. Like we said, the prescriptions. Hopefully they're on their way. And now the Cardinals have tied it. So we need another prescription here. How about for the winning goal? We'll see. Lots of time left. It's 14:36 the shots. But the Cardinals have tied the game at 2 apiece. McQueenie went for the check. Couldn't get the puck out of the zone. He's still battling for it. Now loose in the high slot over to Penn State. Penn State back behind the Catholic net. Bodied along by Brunner. Brunner tries to pick it up. But okay, a nice counter check knocks the man down. At the line and getting out of the zone was Penn State as they were bodied by Owen Finnegan. Finnegan gets it ahead to Schwarzwater and taken back. Loose puck by Cole Mulcahy. Mulcahy up ahead. Desjardins. Puck hit a weird bounce into the middle. It'll roll over to Frankie Merja at the right side goal line. Merja waits. Nice play. Holds on to the puck. And coming back out towards the left side wing, or excuse me, right side wing, here comes Penn State. Holding on to the puck, lugging it in front. Pass was off the mark. Johnson bodies his man to the corner. Schwarzwater steps in, takes care of business. Back behind the net, Selwyn. Selwyn over to Johnson. Johnson clearing up the Schwarzwater. Schwarzwater into the middle to Frankie Merja. Maybe he has a step. Kicks it farther ahead. Into the zone, Merja chasing. Pretty much by himself, waiting for reinforcements. Merja holds onto the puck. Tried to spot the open man towards the front of the cage, but finds Desjardins instead. Merja, nice stick move. Holds onto it. Waits, he fires. It's blocked in front. Shoreswater trying to find it as well. Kicks it back out to Merja. Merja able to keep it alive in the ozone. A shot towards the goal and the save made by Peruski again. Peruski gives off to his defender. And here comes Penn State 2-on-2. They're on sides. Left side, nice move around Johnson. Backhander, the save made by David Zapp. Zapp, long feed ahead. Combs tried to clear it into the middle. Rolls back to Desjardins, who was coming up the middle of the ice. Spots Connor Combs. Here he comes at the left side wall. Combs waits, fires it, and the save made by Peruski. Looking right over the pad for the shot. That's a good play shot, but Peruski was there with the glove.
Definitely man crash in the net. Just shoot low, far side, and hope for something to happen.
Yeah, 2-2, 12-14 to go in the third. Cardinals with a rare offensive zone draw in this game. Not able to win it. Cardinals taking the body here and picked up by Catholic. Here comes Henry across to Weidenkampf. Cleared out, back to Cole Mulcahy. Mulcahy across to Henry. Henry, he was overtaken as the puck was knocked off his stick and shot back into the zone, but to the awaiting hands of Cole Mulcahy. Weidenkampf couldn't get the puck further out ahead, and Penn State now has the man cutting towards the middle. The pass was off the mark, and now it's towards him. The shot in on goal, and David Zapp shuts the door again. A great save.
I don't know if I've ever seen a pass like that. That guy just batted out of midair and went right on tape for a breakaway, but Zapp stands tall.
Yeah, Penn State very creative in this game. A nice play from Penn State, but David Zapp a better save. It's still 2-2 somehow. Merja off the draw, kicks the puck ahead, trying to find Shoreswater on the outlet. Not able to, taken back by Merja. He's got Desjardins with him. Merja, nice move around one. Can he keep the puck to Desjardins? The shot, and it's deflected into the safety netting. Nice play from Penn State getting back just in time. Everything but the finish on that one.
All Swedish, no finish, indeed.
You say Swedish fish?
I said all Swedish, no finish.
I could go for some Swedish fish, though. Draw to the right of Peruski. Won by the Cardinals. At the line, Mulcahy couldn't keep it in. Henry getting back defensively, trying to keep Penn State from roaring towards the net. And David Zapp makes the save. A weight tap on David Zapp. The Cardinal players don't like it, and I don't blame them. Players being separated from each other. Maybe they, let's see. I think he's just being, no. Door opens. They're going to call this here. Slashing, wow, they called it on David Zapp, drew the penalty. In my opinion, yes, did the whistle blow? Let me ask you this. Was the whistle blown when he slashed him?
I don't believe so, and always play to the whistle. I mean, you never know if you can whack that puck in. I don't blame him. I mean,
as an offensive player, I don't blame him either. As a goalie, I don't like it, but if the whistle isn't blown, technically, if you're jabbing at the puck, that's not a penalty.
No.
I hate to say it, but the Cardinals' power play, did they deserve it? Maybe with some missed calls, maybe that's why it went in their favor. Power play for CUA, the Priz power play, trying to take the lead here against Penn State. Coming back with the puck is Shoreswater. Shoreswater around one, gets it back at the left side. Shoreswater waits, holds on to the puck. Back behind the cage, looks to center in front. 10:46 to go here in the third. Minute 30 to go on the power play. Johnson, puck in his feet, kicks it back to Shoreswater. Shoreswater to Johnson. Back to Frankie Merja, and it roll off his stick. Penn State's got players going the other way. It's a 3-on-1 shorthanded. In on goal. Penn State into the middle of the high slot, and they've missed on the pass. Penn State and Cardinals have numbers the other way, trying to hurry back. Here comes Merja, across to Johnson. He shoots. Oh, and the save made by Peruski. What a save on the counter rush. Johnson trying to stuff it home. He's bodied. The puck loose still in the crease, and Peruski shuts it down with 10:07 to go in the third.
Yeah, nice save getting across from Penn State's goalie. Really nice backhand sauce over from Frankie on 3-on-1. Right in Brendan Johnson's wheelhouse. Great shot, too, right over the pad where you want it, but just a better save.
That's a great save from Peruski, able to glove it down. He hasn't been busy today, but he's been doing the job that he needs to do and make saves when he's counted on the most. Off this draw, one back to Cole Mulcahy. Henry overskated it, but he leaves it to Schwarzwater. Schwarzwater also had that pass knocked out of his reach. Here comes Penn State. The shot blocked into the corner. Penn State trying to get to it. Catholic trying to get to it as they're on the power play. And a big hit from Cole Mulcahy. Knocked him down, clean check. Cardinals now still with possession. Here's Matthew McQueenie. McQueenie back behind the net, around the horn to Finnegan. Finnegan over to Desjardins. Desjardins over to Finnegan. He looks for the pass across ice, 10 seconds on the Cardinal power play. Henry a shot, that's blocked. Rolls behind the net to Finnegan. 6 seconds to go on the Penn State minor penalty for slashing. McQueenie trying to get it back. It's cleared down the length of the ice here, and they're not going to call icing as the puck was shot down before the icing call, or before the man was out of the box, so no ice. Finnegan try to get the puck back. He was overtaken. 9 minutes to go here in the third period. It's 2-2. Penn State walking towards the slot. Good defensive back checking from CUA, but getting onto that puck again was the open man for Penn State. Good check by Mulcahy, but he couldn't get the puck. Man in front for Penn State. The shot deflected just wide of the cage. Mulcahy again, trying to clear the zone. At the line, Penn State walks the line to keep it in. Across to Moore, who plays it down low for the open man at the wing. Sassano. Kicked in, and now cleared down the length of the ice by Matthew McQueenie. He gets off. It will not be icing. So I guess they wanted more effort, like you said, on the icing. It did cross the line, barely. You see that called either way. But Penn State will have to play it, and here they come. Offsides now touching up as Penn State. Big hit by Frankie Merja. Clean check. Merja had the puck in his feet. He's checked by Sassano as he didn't like the check. And now loose back in the offensive zone. Merja trying to get to it. He was partly interfered with as well, but not enough to warrant a penalty. Here's Desjardins a check, and he knocks him off the puck. Still loose at center ice, taken back by Penn State. Under 8 to go here in the third period, in an exciting game. Man in the middle, Barbicane. That's the puck ahead of the winger. Offsides the call, and he also got another penalty here too.
I think it's a match for Desjardins and number 11 on Penn State, or just Desjardins? Yep. Looks like taking both.
4-on-4. Actually, I think is the right call. I believe so. Both players were tangled up. It's not a situation where it warrants a power play either way. They're both whacking. You want to give a penalty, you call both players or you call none. Right. Those are my thoughts on that.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier, pretty clean game in the first, but things have heated up here.
Well, probably a little bit too early. I probably shouldn't have said that. It's too early for me to even say something like that.
You play a team long enough and you start to hate them. So.
Yeah, see that today. Penn State and Catholic getting physical. In the neutral zone, taken back by Penn State. Diving play, couldn't get the stick across. In front for the tap-in was Penn State, but the pass was off the mark. Puffer at the line, plays it down low for the open man at the wing. Thomas Hay. Hay cuts towards the cage. Waves it and floats it back out towards the point to Puffer, who walks the line. Not clearing was Catholic. Johnson will get to it. He'll play it around the horn all the way back out to the open man Warner, who took the shot. Or he passed it backdoor feet. Oh my goodness, they had an open net, and the Cardinals, by the skin of their teeth, are still tied at 2. Hay walks the line, cuts to the forehand. The shot just wide of the net. David Zapp may have gotten a piece. Finnegan hit into the corner. Puck comes free at the line. Warner keeps it in. The shot deflected into the corner. Cardinals are tired. They need a whistle. Another shot in front. It was a pass per se, or deflection opportunity, but Cardinals come away with it with 6:45 to go in the third. McQueenie, the puck in the Penn State player's skates, taken back by Penn State. Cardinals got fresh players out there though, but Penn State roaring back. The shot, and David Zapp gloves it down with no problem. Warner has some words for David Zapp, cuts in front. And another good save from David Zapp. He is at 38 saves for the afternoon.
Not bad. Yeah, at this point, I don't think anyone on the Catholic bench is fresh with the amount of extra players we have. I think 2 lines of D and 2.5 lines of forward. I think everyone's pretty gassed right now. But haven't seen its effects too much, though, which must be all the Herbies in practice. Coach Dorenzo keeping the boys conditioned. Yeah,
heard a lot of skating has been going on. It's for situations like this. They're tired, but they have their legs somewhat, much to his credit. Here's a shot on David Zapp, just wide of the cage. Just a good play in front from Penn State, but they couldn't finish it, much to the delight of Catholic. And here's a penalty coming up on Merja, a knee-on-knee check. We'll see if they call a 2 or a 5.
Bet it's a 5.
Wait and see from the official. This could go either way here. Merja, trip. Oh, they called trip. Okay, so 2 minutes. So 4-on-3 power play, it looks like. I think some of us up here and some of our fans thought it could have been a knee-on-knee 5-minute. Referees called it as a 2-minute trip. Could go either way with that one. I think that looked rather unintentional. It was the knees just kind of came together. I actually say that's the right call.
Yeah, last night we saw it called as the 5-minute knee-on-knee, and as we said, Cole Mulcahy is still feeling the effects of that one.
It's a dangerous play.
For sure.
The power play out there for Catholic. Henry holds, waits, fires it, and Peruski's got it. Had the man in front, McQueenie, screening Peruski. Peruski able to see it all the way and gobble that one up. 6:01 to go. We have 10 seconds on the concurrent or matching penalties to Desjardins and the Penn State winger. But here comes shorthanded or 4-on-3 shorthanded for Penn State. The shot deflected just wide of the cage. Power play now 5-on-4 for CUA. Joey Henry across over to Mulcahy. Mulcahy gets it ahead or keeps it himself and dumps in. 5:40 to go here in the third. McQueenie racing after that puck. Holds on to it, gives it to Henry, chases it and shoots it back down to McQueenie, but it didn't get there, and here comes Penn State with lots of room. Penn State trying to get around the defense of Mulcahy. They do, but the pass was off the mark, and you got a penalty coming up here, and I have a holding call on, looks like Mulcahy.
I don't know about that one. I can see definitely twisted the guy's arm around, but at the same time, Cole only had one hand on his stick, so I don't know how much he really pulled the guy back. But as you said, it's gray area there in most penalties.
I don't see much argument from head coach Steven Terenzio. I don't see a lot of argument. I'd have to agree that maybe our angle, yeah, it was one hand on the stick, and he pulled him enough.
Yeah. I think that just starts with it's a tough gap, right? Players coming with speed. Cole's starting from a standstill.
Right, he's flat-footed.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a smart. I guess in that sense, it's a smart play from Penn State too. You see him flat-footed. You know he's going to do that. You draw the penalty. So you have a minute, a 4-on-4 for about a minute, and then it'll be under a 40-second power play for Penn State. So Catholic needs another kill here. Here's a shot. Good defensive stick from Finnegan. Prevents that from getting towards the cage. Selwyn gets to it. Selwyn waits under heavy duress. Gets it ahead to Finnegan. It's going to be icing on Catholic with 4:57 here in the third. 45 seconds to go until the abbreviated Penn State power play. Oh, off this draw. Close call in front. It's just wide of the net. Penn State had a good chance to knock it home. And the Cardinals, I don't know how many times I've been saying this, man. They've been getting so lucky in this game that Penn State has not converted on these chances. The Cardinals are still in it. 2-2, 4:40 to go. 25 seconds left on the 4-on-4 at the goal line. Penn State looking in front. Tying it up. No, not tying it up. The shot. Zapp holds on again.
Yeah, game just of inches out there. It seems like Penn State could have had multiple backdoor passes that just didn't go their way. So Catholic definitely lucky in that regard.
They're very lucky. Good to be lucky and lucky to be good. One way you can put it. Henry across. Johnson, long feed, or more of a clear. And
You're just calling, I think, because it went in the Penn State's players' equipment. And then he tossed it out, so saying hand pass.
So hand pass. Well, they got a penalty here.
Oh.
I have no idea what that penalty was going to be. There wasn't much. Johnson just cleared the puck out. Oh, delay of game on
Number 11.
Number 11 for playing it out of his equipment, I want to say.
I don't know, maybe they thought he held it in for too long and
tried to kill time off. So here's
right.
a 4-on-3 power play. For one more second, you'll have a man out of the box, so it's going to become 4-on-4 again. But Johnson to the slot, shoots, save made. Peruski bobbled it a bit, but able to hold on. So it's another 4-on-4 now for 40 seconds, and then a penalty, a minute 6 power play for CUA. 4:06 to go. We'll see if the power play can click for the first time this afternoon. Johnson at the line. Henry able to keep it in, but now they're not able to keep it in as Penn State bodied Johnson to the corner. Taken back by Penn State. They gain the red line and now across. In on sides is Penn State. Nice move around Henry. Not that time. Henry's able to get his stick on it and keep it to the perimeter. Walking towards the point, Penn State again at the right side line. Moore, a shot deflected across. Oh, a great passing play, and Penn State cashes in.
Well, there's that backdoor pass that they've been waiting for, and it finally clicked. 4-on-4 too. It's a little tough. You got to know whether you're playing man or zone coverage. It looked like man, and maybe just it's hard to keep up with them, right? They're moving around the whole time. You might get stuck, maybe a little run into another player, and that opens up a lane.
So we still have time here. Yes, the Cardinals did just give up a 4-on-4 goal, but they're going to have a power play here still. Cardinals still trying to tie this game now again for the second time this afternoon. Taken back by Penn State, cutting towards the goal, knocked down, big check, rebound, a shot, they score. Oh, with just a chain of unfortunate events for the Cardinals. It's 4-2 with the celebration in front of the CUA bench.
Great defensive play by, looked like Brendan Johnson and maybe Joey Henry, and just happened to bounce right out to, looks like number 71 on Penn State, and he made no mistake on that one. Right where Mama hides the cookies.
I believe it's Will Arsenault wearing that jersey, if I'm not mistaken, today. 4-2. 3:25 to go. Still a chance for CUA. They still have the power play here, so a power play goal puts them right back in it. 3 minutes left here in the third period, but the Cardinals so close to perhaps taking the lead, and now back-to-back back-breaking goals. Cardinals now down 2. 3 minutes left here in the third. Cardinals need a power play goal. See a potential goalie pull 2 on David Zapp. Here comes Brendan Johnson, though. Johnson across to Mulcahy. Got to watch the clock, too. Pass into the middle to Henry up in the play. Henry gets to it. Waits. Holds on to it. Back out towards the point to Mulcahy. It's off a stick. No high stick, says the official. McQueenie controls. 25 seconds to go on the abbreviated Catholic power play. Over to Mulcahy. Mulcahy up the wall to McQueenie. Stops. Looks for the option. And in the middle, Finnegan. Forehand. Shot. Blocked in front. Towards the front. Into the slot. Brunner. And that's save made. And, man, knocked down.
Yard sale out there. I don't know.
Yard sale. Yeah, hand glove came off, too. $5 if you want it. See if they're going to call a penalty out of this, too. I don't know if Brunner held his stick or how he fell.
It looked a little accidental, but.
An accident with Will Brunner? I don't know about that one. he loves the physical play.
For sure.
Trying to get under opponent's skin. You got 2:30 to go here. 11 seconds left. The Cardinals now down 2. Cardinals need a quick goal here. Here's a shot deflected and just wide of the cage. Man coming out of the box. You have to watch the line if you're Catholic here. Brunner will get to it, plays it back to McQueenie, gets it to go in front. Backhander tried to cut it towards the cage with one hand on his stick. He really couldn't get to it. It's a 5-on-5 with 2:12 to go. Brunner not able to get to it with 2:10 to go here in the third period. On the attack, Penn State across again. Back behind the net to Mulcahy. Up the wall to McQueenie. Into the middle. It's knocked away off the stick. Cardinals need 2 quick goals here. You have to imagine David Zapp will be called to the bench here in a moment when the Cardinals can move the puck up the offensive zone. McQueenie gets it back. He wasn't over the red line, though. Goalie will leave it. It's no icing here. And imagine when you're going to pull the goalie if you do. Cardinals still don't have possession in the O-zone. Minute 36 remaining here in the game. Finnegan gets it. Finnegan into the middle looking for Schwarzwater, not out of the way. Brunner threw someone's stick from behind the play as well, but play will continue. Here comes Schwarzwater, lost an edge. Brunner will pick up, skate to the bench, tried to dump it in really, but Catholic couldn't get to it. One more time, here comes Penn State at the right side line. They wait, hold to the forehand. They take the move or go for the deke instead, and it's blocked away. Here comes Schwarzwater. Schwarzwater ahead, gets the puck back in his feet over to Desjardins and by himself. Desjardins a shot, and that rides high out to the point to Mulcahy. 56 seconds to go in the third. Cardinals stuck in exchange. Here comes Penn State through the right side. They wait, hold on to it, and back to Cole Mulcahy up ahead to the left side. Mulcahy has it, gonna float it towards the net looking for a whistle. He gets it with 40 seconds to go. Looks like David Zapp will stay in his crease with 40 seconds left.
Interesting.
No timeout. I'm just curious if you'd call a timeout here.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Timeout and set up a 6-on-5 play off the face-off and then go from there.
Desjardins off the draw, trying to get it, win it back. The Cardinals get it back, but Johnson backed up because he had the Cardinal player or Penn State player cutting behind him. Smart play to do so, but when you're down 2, it might be worth taking that risk with 30 seconds. Play will continue, 25 seconds to go in the third. Penn State with 2 quick goals to take the lead back. Catholic's gonna get, oh man, a big hit, and that's gonna cause something coming here. Looks like Weidenkamp didn't mean it. That was a helicopter check. He went flying. They're gonna call him here for a penalty here.
Weidenkamp, big boy, running into him is not good news for the other guy. So looks like he got up okay though.
So that officially closed the door for the Cardinals in this game, the penalty. It is interference. He did not have the puck and he hit him. Rather dangerous looking check. Weidenkamp saying he didn't mean it. It wasn't intentional. You could see he was just skating by. He didn't mean that check. 19 seconds to go here in the second or third period. The Cardinals down 2. Late substitution, not accepted by the official. 19 seconds to go. Cardinals trying to keep the game at 4-2. Penn State looking for one more. Penn State holding on to the puck, waiting, firing the shot. The save made from David Zapp, able to hold on with 13 seconds to go. 39 saves for David Zapp in this game. He's been spectacular. Really no chance on either of those goals.
No,
or
not at
in
all.
the latter 2 goals is what I'm referring to. But a good game. Here's another shot, also blocked by Henry. 9 seconds to go. Another shot taken and loosen the skates, trying to wrap it in on David Zapp, trying to get to it, and a quick whistle. And for David Zapp's favor, did not have that puck covered at all, but the whistle blows. 2.8 seconds to go here in the third period for CUA. Tough one for CUA to go out on. Catholic played hard in this game. They were outplayed, but couldn't get the bounces to go their way in the third period after Owen Finnegan's tying goal. 2 seconds and 1, another shot at the whistle around the horn, and Penn State will come away 4-2 victors. Players, oh wow, Merja shoved after the whistle here. More words coming together, and this game is over. Let's just leave it that way. More words from Penn State. More words as well. Player being controlled by the official to go off the bench. Going back to the line, he's trying to go shake some hands here. And the referee telling him to get off the ice. And now being redirected, he's doing his best to add some words for Catholic as both teams shake hands. It was a rather very exciting game. Both teams played very well today. Cardinals offense obviously would like to get going a bit more, but this is a strong Penn State team. They came in this game 1-3. Doesn't matter.
No, not at all.
They play in a higher division. They're a good, strong club. You got to give them credit. Penn State Harrisburg, main campus, excuse me. Cardinals fall in this one 4-2, unfortunately, but a big win for Penn State. The Catholic falls to 1-1 on the tournament. And they'll have the tournament finale tomorrow afternoon at 11:45 against Ramapo. We'll be back to wrap this one up in a few minutes here. Penn State wins this one 4-2. We'll be back. welcome back to WC. You can stand up too. Get in the frame. Welcome back to WCUA's coverage. Cardinals fall in this one 4-2 to Penn State. Very interesting game where the Cardinals were in this game from pretty much the entire time, but they were getting outplayed pretty much from the get-go.
Right. For sure. I felt like Penn State definitely dominated in terms of the chances, and David Zapp, main reason why Catholic stayed in it the whole time.
Yeah, David Zapp, write him down for 40 saves today. Spectacular. And without him, the Cardinals do not have a chance
Not
of
at
winning
all.
this game. It was 2-2, tied late in the third period when Thomas Hay, a beautiful passing play to the back door. David Zapp couldn't get there in time. It wasn't on him. The defense has to cover the open man. But it was 3-2. I think the defenders got their signals crossed on who to cover, and it left them open. Tried to play the entire game, and they finally got it to go. Thomas Hay scored his first goal of the season, the State College native of Pennsylvania, 3-2. And seconds later, the Cardinals off the draw. We don't have his name listed anywhere here, but 71 for Penn State. So it's someone listed on this
Mystery
roster.
man.
The mystery man, as I was saying. The mystery man for number 71. His name is listed on the roster with a different jersey number. We don't have it. So he scored the really back-breaking goal when the Cardinals were about to go on the power play with 3 minutes left in the third period. So that was, you go down 3-2 late, okay. 4-2, well, that pretty much shut the door completely for Catholic to come back.
Especially the way the offense has been playing all night. Didn't seem like there was going to be an electric comeback anytime soon.
Yeah, tough one for CUA today. They played hard. They always do. That's something we can always say. Okay, the Cardinals gave it their best, especially being injured 4 of their better players. So tough one for CUA. Owen Finnegan scored in the third period to tie the game. A beautiful goal. Toe drag move around the defender. Had to bring it back. Barely got it through his legs, and then a high wrist shot over the glove of Peruski to tie it at 2. And then the aforementioned other goals that we set. So the shots after 2 were 12-34. After the third period, they were 20-44. So 10 shots for Penn State in the third and 8 for CUA in the third. Penalties in that period. Cardinals had a couple. They had the late penalty to Luke Weidenkamp. Frankie Mercia had a penalty as well in the third. Or Desjardins did, excuse me. Cardinals got a late power play too, but because it had come when Penn State had other penalties, they really didn't get a good look to go right on the power play. If they did, maybe they had a chance for the game to swing back in their favor, but they couldn't do it today. The Cardinals fall in this one 4-2. They'll be back at it tomorrow morning against Ramapo for the East Coast Showdown finale. So for my partner Jackson Deininger, I'm Giuliano Luca. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon. Cardinals fall in this one 4-2. We'll wrap it up as always, as the great Gene Hart would say, good night and good hockey. Or good afternoon, I guess. Good night and good hockey. We'll see you tomorrow morning when the Cardinals play Ramapo. Have a good night.